Everybody got, listen, I'm telling you, that was some powerful stuff because it's laying the foundation, it's changing your mindset, okay? Let me tell you some of the biggest challenges we have, because I actually got 10 minutes, 8 minutes. But so here's the biggest challenge with things like this, right? It stretches your mind. So the enemy, things are spiritual in nature, right? So the enemy will try to hit you and make you tired, and make you get hot, and make it seem like it's boring, because it does not want you to reach your full potential. Listen, I was in corporate America. I used to travel around. They used to travel me around doing in-services, okay? So what he's saying is true. They pay, and I promise you, I don't care what company you go to, all right? I'm better than all of them. Y'all laugh. I believe that. I'm not saying that arrogantly. Mr. Roy is better than all of them. I know I'm better than all of them. I know I give more information than all, because they get paid, right, to teach something. I get paid because I believe in the people I'm serving. And because watch this, remember business. Because I am solving a problem in the people's lives who's listening to me, because it adds value to their life. Cost is not an issue. People will pay me for that, for solving a problem that adds value to your life. People will pay Mr. Roy for, solving problems. That's what a business is. A business solves an identifiable problem that people are willing to pay you for. Because I always will tell you, do the work and the money will come. Have the right foundation and the money will come. Have the right mindset and the money will come. Some of the things he now gives you a comparison. If you want to work a job, everybody's not a business owner. But if you want to work a job, this is what you need to be looking at before you take this job. Okay? And so when I see this, I look at it a little different. I look at it like this. If you want to take a job, these are the things I need to make sure that I build up each one of y'all to a corporation, so our people can come to our people and have those benefits for our people. Wow. See, everything I look at as an entrepreneur, I don't care what it is. I look at anything. You come up and start talking to me, you talk to me long enough, by the time you're done, I done already put in my mind how we can create a business by what you just said. I had a guy looking at some of my PowerPoints to make them better and everything, right? So I get another friend of mine, another apostle friend of mine in Kingston, needs his stuff, right, looked at too. So the first thing that comes to my mind, I call him up, look, man, how much you going to be charging for PowerPoint renovation or renewal, whatever I told him. Immediately, idea, evaluate the idea, right? Find the pain point, which is the problem. What is the niche? Find a market of people who have a problem and solve the problem. Okay? Real quick. And he talked about this. When you get paid, how many people work a regular job? Raise your hand. Got a W-4, right? You work on a W-4? Raise your hand. W-4? Yeah, you work on W-4. So the government takes your money, right? He said, this is what the government says. If you work a regular job, the government says this. I don't trust you enough. I'm taking my money off the top. I'm going to take my money off the top. I'm going to invest it. I'm going to get return on my investment. I'm going to give you about $4,000 or $5,000 and don't give you none of that ROI, the return on investment. You get none of that, but I'm going to give you some chicken feed because I done took $30,000 from you. I'm going to give you $5,000. Right? Right? And you don't get no investment. Here's the thing. Watch this. Here's what's crazy about this whole thing, right? All that money they take, you actually, listen, you work for a year, right? 12 months, right? But you only get paid for 9. You only get paid for 9. They give you, because the first 3 you work for them. If you have a credit card, if you had an ATM card, the next 3 months you work for the bank, paying back the interest. So you got this yearly salary that for the first 6 months goes to everybody else but you. Now you're trying to live 12 months on 6 months salary and wondering why ends ain't meet. Write this down. HowToShiftYourIncome.com. This is one of my businesses. HowToShiftYourIncome.com. All right? Let me say it again. HowToShiftYourIncome.com. Look at that video. Go to the website. Contact me through the website. All this stuff Mr. Roy talked about is basically leadership. He laid a good foundation. If you really listen to what he said, he laid a good foundation. He just gave you options. Business, job, college, free, college, broke, college, job that don't pay for loans, college, don't have to worry about loans. Or college could pay for loans based on the field that you're in. Yes.
He just did too, what you said yesterday. He changed our way of thinking.
Yeah. You see? Totally different. So your children, now y'all got sites now that you can start looking for. By the time they get older, they might have grants for a black married couple that own a cleaning company, a cleaning carpet company that needs to bring the child with it to upscale. See, that's the word, upscale. What do you, upscale? Upscale. I want y'all to get that in your mind. Upscale, upscale, upscale. You think about upscale. 2 million black-owned businesses, right? Problem is 1.9 million don't have employees because they can't upscale. They can't upscale. They can't expand. They can't expand. They can't expand. Get it in your mind. Upscale. I don't want to own a business. I want to own a franchise. I want to own a Fortune 500 company. So what must I do? The next 2 days, you're going to understand how do you set up a Fortune 500 company. When I set up my businesses, I set it up as if I'm already a Fortune 500 company. Why? Because when I reach the Fortune 500 status, I don't have to change jack. I don't have to change nothing. So when we talk about, I told y'all, watch, see, I'm going back and forth. So HowToShiftYourIncome.com. So this is what the federal government said. The federal government said, this is what Donald Trump did for you. Donald Trump did you a favor. Watch this. Because he just gave straighter tax base for home-based businesses and for businesses, right? So the government says, if you own a business or a home-based business, right, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to let you spend all your money on your business, and when you're done spending your money on your business, then I'll tax that. So, if I'm working a W-2, right? If I'm working a W-2, immediately when I start my home-based business or start my business, I go in and change my W-2 to a W-4, and my next paycheck between $200 to $600, I get an automatic increase because now I own a business. Wow. Stuff they don't want you to know. And we can know them. And we've been doing this a long time, my wife will tell you. We'll know it and won't achieve it. Leaders in our community, pastors, leaders, no. Refuse to funnel this down to our people.
Why?
Talked about retirement. Right? Work a job, 401k, retire 65. I shared this with y'all yesterday. Retired 65. Got 400. See, when you don't have a lot of money, you think you have a lot of money. You think $300,000 and $400,000 when you retire is a lot of money at 65. Would I be saying I'm wrong? Talk to me. You would think that's a lot of money, right? You retired with about $300,000, $400,000. Here's the problem, though. I'm 65. We ain't even gonna talk about inflation yet. If I get to inflation, everybody's gonna walk out here depressed. I'm gonna tell you about inflation in a second, since you brought it up, because I still got time. Slow down. Okay. We have the authority to do that because time is for us. We ain't with time. All right. So where was that? So watch this. 65, I retired. I got $300,000, $400,000 in my 401k. I got my $1,000 my Social Security. Here's the problem. The life expectancy, I have another 10 to 15 to 20 years to live on $300,000 or $400,000. That don't match. That means a 401k, and don't get me wrong, they're good if you work them right. It's nothing but a 3 to 4 year retirement before you got to go work at Walmart. See, we don't think about that. That's why we're changing our thinking, right? Okay. So tomorrow we're talking about it starting a business for you. You take all of this, you take what you had in the first day, and we're building up. So when you talk about starting a business, you're talking about an idea. You get an idea. What's your idea? A learning center. So we have to evaluate that idea and find out what the pain point, what problem does it solve, and is there a market for it? So that idea should drive you, right? But inside understanding that it should drive you, what goes along with starting a business? We all want to do it because that's what they tell us. But what type of mindset should I have? Yeah, we determine. Determined mindset. How many people say determined mindset? Yes, determined, motivated. All good words, right? That's in the abstract because you're not doing it right now. Passion serves no purpose without doing. How do I motivate myself, right? And how do I motivate myself to own a business? And if I have to say that, then I don't need to own a business because I shouldn't need motivation for my business because my business is me. I don't need to have a passion for my business because I'm my business. What you see, listen, what you see is a reflection of me. Your business is a reflection of you. When somebody asks to write your proposal, right? I'm a proposal writer. And they make the biggest mistakes in the world. People who you let write your proposal, who are not truly proposal writers. You let them write a proposal about your business and you look at it and it don't look nothing like you, but because they wrote it, you turn it in, and then you're doing something that's really not your vision. Wow. And you wonder why your business or your ministry don't succeed. Are y'all with me? So I need to understand it's starting a business for me. It's starting a business because people do not buy your product or service. People, I have never sold nobody a product or service. I don't care how good the product is. I don't care how good the service is. No one is buying your product or service. They're buying you. You don't have to have the best service. You don't have to have the best product. But if you got the best you for them, they'll buy you. Even while you under construction. They'll work with you. Because they believe. Listen, he talked about it. Believe. How, listen, an investor does three things, and I'll tell you about them tomorrow. Listen, I'm going to give you a mission statement this week. This is going to be your mission statement this week. This is going to be your mission for the week. This is going to be your business mission and your personal mission. This is it. Watch this. Watch this. Make it every day till Friday. That's your mission, business and personal. Make it every day till Friday. The program has purposely built up this way from the mindset. Tips to success. Look how it goes. From a vision. From thinking how successful people think. Cultivating big thinking. Tips to success. You're laying a foundation thinking wise. I got the tips. I know certain things that I need to do. Wow. Now I have some information. Now the information I'm going to use doesn't apply to, it's starting a business for me. I'm not coming into this next class trying to figure something out. I got a little foundation. And if business is starting for me, then the second half of the class is get me started to success. How? Because I know I can do this business thing. Show me how I'm supposed to do it. Then Thursday, understand this. 7 criteria for a business model. There are over 22, they don't teach you this. There are over 22 different business models. There's 7 criteria that needs to fit one of them models. Most, especially average businesses, especially our businesses, we don't have a clue why we're not reaching our potential and why we're not reaching our revenue, because we're not in the right business model. We don't have the 7 criteria that fit a model that fits our business. We don't understand there's 3 ways to price. We're not even pricing our business the right way because people are not telling us that there's 3 different prices, 22 different models, 7 criteria that fit to make my business reach its full potential and maximum revenue. And then after we understand that, on Thursday, then we're going to talk about evaluating our idea. Idea is great, but is that idea something that somebody is going to solve a problem somebody is willing to pay you for? Is that problem that you're solving worth solving? You see what I'm saying? What did Mr. Roy say? He said, we're doing all this before you put out 1 dime. People get this stuff you getting here, people get that after they go out of business. You get this first. Lay the foundation first. Because now you're understanding where you have to go. We call it an operational plan. We understand where we're going. The 4 S's, structure, strategy, system. Don't even think about a business plan right now because it's nothing but assumptions and what ifs and projections. There's no facts to it. There's no stats to it. There's nothing to verify what you put in that business plan right now. And what ifs causes you to fail. Because when you get into a situation, you got to say, if this happened, I'll make this. If this happened. If this don't happen, I don't make this. So there's a 50-50 chance that if you get too many what ifs, it'll overpower the stuff that if it do happen. And then Friday, we finish out in your book, you're going to see some forms. It's going to ask you, how do you do brainstorming to just name your business? How do you do brainstorming to find out your target market? What's the demographic? Listen, you have a market, right? Inside of that market, right, there's a particular group. It's called a subsection. That's just for your business. Most people, we get into the marketplace and we get into this field and we think we're just gonna sell all the stuff that's in this market. Well, that don't work. There is a specific target people that is specifically for you. That your niche is going to be you're going to become an expert for this particular group. That's it. You expand down the road, but you become an expert in just that one area. And then we end everything Friday with the 4 S's: structure, strategy, system, and sales. The structure. You think when you hear the word structure, you think you're building up something. No, structure means how do I set up my entity? LLC, C Corp, things like that. How do I structure that? Strategy. Strategy, you think about you're putting together the formulating plan. No, strategy is pricing. How do I price my business where it covers my personal expenses and my business expenses? If that is not done right, you will not succeed. And processes. Structure, strategy, system. System is your processes. What processes you have in place? These things have to look, because with the right process, because I'm talking franchises. If you, a lot of us worked at the McDonald's or whatever. If I worked at McDonald's in New Jersey and I moved to California, they could hire me at McDonald's in California and I still know what I'm doing. Because it's the same process. So as you expand your business, let's remember, we're not talking about competing. Only thing we compete is when we're competing for a contract or something like that. I'm not trying to compete with nobody. My incubation program, with some of the other stuff that I do, I ain't we're going to totally dominate. You have to dominate that market. If you are the head and not the tail, if you're the one that got all the power, if God has gifted you with this vision, and this vision has to manifest itself here on earth to produce a result in people's lives, right? Then it's no area that I don't have to compete with nobody, because I'm already better or more dominant in that area than anybody else. Period. I'm not competing with nobody. So when I said what I said, I'm not saying that arrogant. I understand who I am. You have to understand who you are. Listen, you're not happy chance. You listen. You have the slightest iota of your potential. You can't even fathom your greatness. Sometimes some of y'all are getting visions and dreams about stuff, and you get scared because you can't believe God can allow you to do such great thoughts that you see yourself doing. So you give up. No, God, I can't do that. But he wouldn't show it to you if he couldn't produce it for you, in you. He's your source. Ain't nothing you can't do that he don't place in you. And every business is for people. Serve the people, the money will come. It don't matter what it is. Carpet cleaning, law enforcement, helping people. It don't matter. You're going to dominate that field. Because you have the slightest iota, there are souls attached to you. Their lives will never change unless you walk into that area of your fear of influence. You have a fear of influence, meaning when you walk into an area, when you walk into a place, when you walk into a building, everything changes because you're there. Hear me. Once I realized who I was, I have never walked into a ghetto in my life. You want to know why? Because if it was a ghetto before I got there, well, when I arrived, now the king is here. Now it's no longer a ghetto. It's a royalty has arrived. Come on now. I changed the whole atmosphere. You changed the whole atmosphere. Have you ever seen a king walk through a ghetto? Or live in a ghetto? When he came to the ghetto, he came with all his people. He came with all the resources, and everything changed, right? It was right. Am I right? If he took over an impoverished nation, then that nation started to prosper because he came and put all his resources in that nation, right? So, wherever we go, whatever we do, changes. But where it starts here. So we're there, right? Stuff you got here today. You got choices now. That's all we do, is giving you choices. Something nobody else gave us before. Does it make sense? It's real simple. You have no other choice if you choose right but to do what God said you can do. You have no choice. Because guess what? No matter where you at right now, guess what? Guess what one thing God said? He's not intimidated of whatever you do, good or bad. Because he's still going to, that vision you have, that thing that you believe in, it's still going to happen in spite of what you want. It's going to happen. It don't matter. You know that other thing that you haven't figured out yet? It's already in you. And it's already going to work. He's not intimidated because you think you don't think, because you might not see it. So, you both with criminal justice, you need to put your heads together. Because it's bigger than what y'all think. think about it. You know, think about it. Because criminal justice system is killing black folks. So you're the solution to them stop killing black folks because you in that system to... Are you with me? Yep. So, watch this. So you in that system, right? To help young black guys, right? So they don't go to jail, right? Because you're in the criminal justice system. Watch this. And you want to do, I heard you say this yesterday, and you want to do housing, you want to do apartment complex, you want to do all those things that can house guys so they don't go to jail. Wow. I just read an article, I'm going to shoot you the article. They just talked about especially in Louisiana, they passed these new laws for letting people out early, right? So now they have to invest in reentry programs. So now they need places to keep the kids, the guys. They get ready to put all this money into the field of criminal justice. Just saying. What did I say? Big picture thinkers. Learn, listen, look, to live. You gotta spend 1 hour a day. Hear me too. You two guys spend 1 hour a day Study in your field. I talk about the book says. Study in your field. 1 hour a day. Within 5 years, you'll be an expert in your field. 22, 23, 21. By the time you're 25 and you're 28, you'll be people be banging down your doors. You feel me? Hey! I'm getting ready to get out of here. So listen. Did Mr. Roy do a good job? And his beautiful and lovely wife. Give him a hand, right? So look, y'all make sure y'all be here tomorrow. I got this in my spirit this morning, right? Because I'm telling you, next year, this thing is going to be so big, right? That it's going to be all, I'm telling you, I already know. See, I'm just crazy like that, you know. And it is, right? So I said to myself, and make sure you sign in, I said, you know what I'm going to do for the people that's here today and that's faithful for the whole week? When I get real big time, y'all will never have to pay for none of my events. Y'all should be clapping. I'm telling you. Them events is going to be costing like $500 to get in. And y'all just going to come in and say, Ray, Mr. Ray, Apostle Ray, come on in the back. Y'all going to get the VIP treatment, right? And then you know how I am. I'm real stupid. I'll be up there on stage. And look, so y'all come here. You see these two people right here? They was with me from day one. Tell them what you do. Now you just promoted in front of thousands of people. Thank me later. So you can thank me now. Say, thank you, Mr. Ray. All right. Look, I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Make sure y'all go to that website, How to Shift Your Income. Go on the website. Contact me through there. I'll get back with you. And look, go make that money. Peace out.